Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome to the beginning of our journey through Steam Next Fest 2022. This is, in case you're not familiar, this is an event that Steam does where they invite developers, usually indie developers or small publisher run developers, to submit demos of their upcoming games to, stir up hype for the people who don't have huge marketing budgets necessarily. And it's always a very exciting time. I always discover so many things that I'm really excited about from doing this. Generally, the stuff I'm going to show to you this week is stuff I will have played already because I'm like totally unfamiliar with most of the games. This one's an exception. I haven't stepped foot into the Gloomwood demo yet at all, but I know that I'm very excited about Gloomwood because I've been following the developer on Twitter for a very long time. I know the heart of this thing. This is a modern game, a game with some modern sensibilities, but also very heavily based on Thief. And if you're familiar with the game Dusk, which is published by the same company, you can kind of get what I mean. There's a mixture of modern and old sensibilities here, and this thing even looks like Thief, right? Similar polygon levels, and I'm very, very excited. So let's just get in here and try out Gloomwood. Are these all actually available? Let's just try it on Half Moon. Half Moon's the standard one. Can only save at phonographs. Yep, that's how phonographs work. Adjust sliders until the left image is not visible. All the way to not visible, huh? Okay, it seems like they were basically right in the first place. This probably is going to be quite a dark game if you're not familiar with Thief. It is very much a game about hiding in the darkness and using shadows to your advantage, so. And I guess I should clarify, because I know there are some younger people in the audience. When I say Thief, I mean the game that came out in the 90s, not the more recent game that had exactly the same title. It's one of my least favorite things in the industry is that trend of remakes that just use the title of the original game and thus make it impossible to talk about both of them. Okay, pretty standard stuff. This might actually... Hold on a second. Super professional. My blinds are open, and there's sunlight coming into this room. That's not going to work. Oh, that is 1,000 times better. Can you believe I was just sitting here in the sunlight? Very off-brand. Okay. So, we have here some kind of syringe. Apologies that I could not encounter you in person. For now, take this vial and find your way into the manor on the main street. I await your arrival. G. Hey, I know that guy. I sure hope we're not going to end up suffering like he did. Oh, I like this. So, yep, we have our mysterious letter. I'm assuming that this is the letter we just picked up, even though this is like a general placeholder letter image. Yeah, okay. I like that you automatically crouch down to open the bag. That's a nice touch. Alright. Slowly and quietly open it. Oh, and it stops. No. Continue. Open more. I like the fact that the door opening is analog, that you can open them exactly as much as you want. Alright, so that's a visibility meter in the lower right then. What have we here? So, Thief, The Dark Project, the game that came out in the 90s, is, I have a very strong place in my heart for it. It is the first video game, I played through it and everything, but it is the first video game where I really got into, the modding scene. It's the first time I made game stuff, and it was very exciting and really changed the path of my life entirely, so... strong feelings about that, and strong feelings in the other direction about the more recent one that... So, this surface is... Yeah, going to be considerably louder. We can sneak while standing. Okay, and it seems like crouching puts you in an automatic slow mode as well. There's definitely a considerable speed difference, though. Moving quietly while standing is much faster. That's concerning. So there's blood leading to some of these doors. We're hearing a lot of coughing and hacking, which obviously makes one think of rampant disease. And maybe that's just, you know, the times we live in. Hello. Do we have... Nope. In fact, you do not have to tap left mouse. You can just hold it. Is there... Okay, right click to block. No power attack or anything. And I'm assuming with this I can... Hell yeah. Okay, well that's just free cheese. Cheese I can eat for health, probably? Press F to gorge. Okay, that was a little bit of health. How do I... Is there a... There might be a holster button. Presumably we will be told about it at some point. These are some big-ass bullets. It's interesting that it doesn't show you any kind of text when you're mousing over an item that you can pick up. And it doesn't show you any kind of text when you actually pick the item up, either. It's a very old sensibility. Okay, I didn't think that was going to work. That's fine. We'll just have a little bit of a look around. And by look around, I mean breaking things. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Mayhap, I should have saved that stuff to climb on. H. H is holster. Okay. We got Counter-Strike rules. Look, it's just my normal walking stick. I mean, fundamentally, it's no sillier than saving at a typewriter. Just kind of pick an object in the world and make that object the one. Can I... Oh, yes. It has good leaning. Hell yeah. Was there... There's like a little spot of red. I don't know. That's probably not blood. It's weirdly contained for blood. I guess it could be a very small amount. Hey there, friend. Huh. Hold left mouse for a strong thrust. See, when I held left mouse earlier, that's not what it did, but okay. What have you? Oh, right. Yeah, moving bodies around. Oh, just a hatchet. I would never stoop to such a crude implement. Okay, well that's fascinating. There's no way down. Okay, quiet enough, I guess. I very much appreciate the visual for your melee attack is fully charged. That's really nice. Okay. Hold R to check. Sure, that rules. Okay. I like that very much. Alright, num keys for weapon selection, very standard, and absolutely the way it should be. Okay, this blood is not my fault. This blood was here already. So I don't know if that green coming out of this fella's eyes was just an indicator of the vision cone. Can I move this? I can't. Can I break it? Also, no. I don't know if that was an indicator of his vision cone or if it was supposed to be some, like, occult spooky shit. Hell yes. Broke into their barrel of a single wheel of cheese. Okay, so I did not notice the stairs earlier, and it would probably have been better had I. I was very distracted. So I guess there's not really anything of value for us to do in here anymore. That might have been a good time for some leaning. Gosh. Currency is, what is the opposite? It's scarce. Currency must be very scarce for, like, a coin to count as a reasonable secret down a dead end. Not secret, but, you know, a reward for exploration. Actually, I might be able to mantle over that. Nope. Okay. It really feels like we were supposed to be able to access the area behind that bookshelf. Maybe there was just something I missed in there. I don't want to spend too much time working on it. Oh. Is that guy carrying an axe with both hands, or is that like a rifle? I think he might have had a long gun of some kind. And I am not prepared to deal with that. Yep. Sorry, I should be standing, but walking quietly. That probably shouldn't have worked. I really appreciate that they gave that to me. Not allowed to take his gun though, huh? I feel like I could really use a big old gun. No? All right. All right, fine. This just looks out onto the street that we already could get out onto. It's fine. We don't need firearms. Ooh. Well, now that's compelling. Gotta find ourselves some hexagons. The manor of Countess Sylvia. Oh. Oh. I was trying to see if there's like a just frame parry, maybe. Oh, that one has a gun. Phew. So what I did there was instinctively attempt to parry a shotgun blast at point blank range because not smart. That's my deal. Because not smart. All right, let's try this again, but this time maybe just a tiny bit more skillfully. So we now know that a strong thrust from the front is not lethal on these guys. Apparently he doesn't see me. Ah, shit. So I'm wondering if it's just like, if it's big hit from the back is always instantly lethal, if there's just maybe a damage modifier for unaware opponents. There's a couple of different ways that could be implemented that would, I guess, be functionally very similar, but there are probably important differences between them. Okay. Let's try to be just a tiny bit more discreet, shall we? This is, however, absolutely the experience of playing Thief. Except, you know, in a better resolution. And maybe a little bit smoother. I really like how manual everything is, like how handsy it feels to interact with your inventory and stuff. Tactile. The word I want is tactile. There's a tactility to it. That's really cool. You know, handsy. I've always been told that I'm very tactile. Okay. One of these has a cheese, and I want it. Alright, should I just be prepared to shoot people? Yeah, maybe. Could I survive? No, probably not. This is not a viable alternate route. Okay, we'll go this way. So we didn't really have a look over here. I mean, I do sort of have to wonder. It would appear that the answer is no. I cannot destroy this box and thus have any effect on the world in this way. How many bullets do I have left? 1 additional. Also, my health is bad, and I should gorge myself. You know how sometimes when you're having a rough night on the town and you're expecting some physical combat, you just jam 4 wheels of cheese into your mouth? You know, for energy. Okay. Let us approach more cautiously here. I'm assuming if I try to break those boxes, the noise is going to draw attention. I'm also assuming I cannot open this door. Yeah, the key that I'm holding does not work here. That guy is standing right there, and I definitely was allowed to just snatch the key without him noticing, which, to be fair, does feel very much like an old game AI kind of thing. Oh, this is ripe for some kind of bad screw up. Okay, that is a loose weapon. How I open the armory. We know there's at least one more in here, so let's move this body. I don't really have a good place to put it. We'll just put it down. We don't know that the other person in here naturally patrols down in this area. That could be an issue. It might be the case that he was drawn down here the last time by the sounds of combat, so... Okay. Is this thing as loaded as it's getting? Yes. There we go. It's still not plan A, but I assume I can, yeah, 3. Good enough. Still not plan A, but it's nice to know it's here in case, because what we've learned is that I'm terrible at combat when the enemy can see me. Okay. Well... What a curious little landing. Report on Manor Sylvia. The men managed to confiscate one of the seals required to negate the dark magics blocking Lady Sylvia's doors. We've reason to believe the foreigner is planning to take refuge within the Countess's high walls. The seal has been placed in the jailhouse evidence locker. As for the other seal, it continues to evade us. A local resident who once worked as a manor servant claimed it was lost during the last flood, and may have fallen into the tunnels beneath this district. So the area behind that wall, right, where it's all like knee-deep flooded. As such, we have several men searching around the cistern entrance by the docks. Oops, didn't mean to open my thing there. Oh. Interesting. That's so cool. I mean, there's somebody in there. Do we need to go in there? We don't need to go in there. But like, aren't y'all curious? I'm pretty curious. The third shot was enough. I definitely overdid it there. Ah, I see. Well, spend 3 bullets, get a coin seems like a fair trade to me. And now that we're reasonably sure this place is empty, I am going to systematically destroy all of their containers. They don't care. They're all dead. Because I'm very thorough. It sounds like we're still hitting something that isn't... Okay. I guess let's go. So one entrance dockside, or one hexagon dockside, one hexagon in the jailhouse, presumably. This is not a functional door. There is no handle on that. Oh, it's the sound of the magic. Yeah, okay. Okay, return to the phonograph is good wording. I am not going to necessarily find another one anytime soon. Ooh, here's a problem. I don't know how to get back to the phonograph from where we are. It would be a lot of walking, right? Well, I guess we're at this moment, though, where the branching path is pretty easy to reach from here. I guess it's not a big deal. It was in this room, right? You know, there's a piece of internal logic for it being a phonograph. Because if it's a phonograph, it can emit music, so the player can know that one is nearby. That's actually pretty thoughtful. Alright, fuck it. Let's do the docks first. So we know there's a guy down there at the bottom. Well, they said there were men searching. Grab him. Okay. Move him back into the dark over here. Alright, the moon says we're pretty concealed. I'll admit I was not fully feeling it. I am not allowed to loot this fish. Looking at it on the ground, I thought it was like a sealed up scroll case or something. Doesn't really seem like a place I want to go, if I'm honest. That water looks really bad for you. Okay, I am in the dark. We will trust the visibility meter. Not great. Shit. Here's the thing about this. Okay, I don't know if we got hurt. Oh, that's the spent casing. That's not a round that he dropped. I wonder. Spent casing. Is that the right... I don't... Listen. Everything I know about guns I learned from video games. My terminology is probably pretty bad. I don't know if he saw me or if he heard the shell. I think he saw me. Yep, alright, well. Okay, good news. I think it's clear. Let's get these bodies inside. Come on. Right. Nothing. Nothing left. Okay, well, I mean, whose fault is that? Can I just... Alright, good to know. Listen, we made good use of it while we had it. Boy, some things do not highlight very much when you interact, like when you're moused over them. This, I could not have told you that this was going to react to me pressing F. Oh, I can do both. Okay. But I just pressed it because it felt like it should. It sure looked like there was space behind it. Oh, I see where we are. I suppose that be extra quiet thing would totally be relevant if I hadn't, Those were my own footsteps. The thing is, we just fired a bunch of guns in this area. We're reasonably sure that there are not enemies remaining. Because if there were, they would have run to the gunfire. And yet... we shouldn't. I should be careful with my resources. Shipping manifest, timber from the Tidewild, Blackwater Spine Gators, Ash Brew, Gold Fee from Sir Winslow, Redwood Craft Table. We don't actually know where the top end of that guy's patrol path is. This is that shotgun shell I threw earlier. Banish the usual urge to crouch all the time, because it really does make you very slow. Congratulations. Gets a little recreational swim. By order of the constabulary, all entries to the city sewers are to be closed and boarded off. Several city servants and officers report of beastly infestations plaguing the tunnels. Now, this could just be a story to, you know, keep people from finding the hexagon. But also, given that this game's drawing a lot of inspiration from Thief, my guess is it's probably true. It's probably both things. So there's definitely a lot of spooky shit in Thief. The first level where you see the undead, I think it's like a prison break in Thief 1. It's been a little while since I played it. Definitely scared me to the point that I could no longer play the first time I tried to get through that game. In my defense, I was somewhat younger at the time. Okay. You know, V for volume of light. V for volumetrics. V for it's very dark in here. Let's fix that. Yeah, no, I figured. You're going to make me get in the water. Oh, man. All right, well. I guess I should have known. I do not want to be crouching in the water. I just feel like it's a bad idea. I don't think I'm doing anything here. Conspicuous though, right? Why would there even be a doorway? there like a stone we can push somewhere? Feels like a door to me. Alright, I don't see anything. Just mashing F on all the surfaces. First of all, I definitely hear footsteps. Secondly, everything else about what I'm hearing right now. Can't. Okay, he's not seeing me. Turn around. You're just wasting everybody's time. Okay, he is on the other side of those bars. I really want to poke the lantern light through there, so we're gonna wait until he turns around again. Nope, nothing worth grabbing. And he thoughtfully has a phonograph in there with him. Shit. Well, I figured I wouldn't be able to open the door, which I thought was going to open from this valve, without alerting. So I thought, okay, well, just shoot him in the face while he's not paying attention. But that is much less lethal than a stabbing, as we all know. Well, I mean, that looks important. It says main canal. Did the person with the gun win, or... Nope, that's the body of the person with the gun. Well, I'm about to have to walk into the lantern light anyway. May as well. Are these spent? Yeah, these are spent. I guess that's in case you didn't figure out how to open the armory. Well, I'm definitely already as low down as I can get. Okay, that's clearly not a real space. But if I was a sneaky level designer, I would sometimes put treasure through the grates, so... And so we check. So there's a storage area here. Alright, would be cool to open. Nothing we can grab through the bars right now. Fuck? Alright, well the thing is, I don't want to be seen by whatever is making that horrible breathing noise. One bullet? One bullet. I really love the tension of actually having to crack the break to know how many rounds you have left. That's really good. Oh, hey, look. That's where I missed my second pistol shot right there. Was that movement or was that sparking? I think it was just sparking. So that guy who's dead in the hall was this guy. We tricked him into getting murdered by a monster, I think. Which is pretty slick. Also, what a tense save model. If we'd gotten killed there, we would have lost so much progress. Okay. Storage for sure open. Wait, I should probably read this first. Well, I don't care for that. Levers control the pressure gates. If you're struggling to navigate the gate, you can follow each of the pipes to their destination. Take care not to forget to fill the lantern, as the crowmen have been quite aggressive lately. Oh, I love crowmen. I mean, like, obviously I'm going to hate dealing with them, but I love that as an idea for an enemy. So he's coming for this room then, right? I'm sitting here in the darkest corner with the gun in hand. Now it sounds like he's... Okay, he's just plodding around out there. The main canal gate is very broken. Oh, the lever's entirely missing. Presumably opening the thing would not be helpful. Like, even if we did find the lever, the switch probably wouldn't work. So I'm not going to stress about that. We're going to deal with this crowman. We could have gone back the way we came into that room. My feeling on that for the moment is that we know where the crowman is on this side. Alright. Somewhat quiet movement. Okay. Not an immediate kill, actually. Ow. Oh, and there's two of them, and I'm very cornered. Well, we learned something. But you know, right after touching a phonograph is a pretty good time to learn that particular thing. Okay. I've changed my mind. You know, I was being stubborn is the thing. I'm just going to go ahead and go back. And the plan here is perhaps just avoid the crowman. And maybe save some shotgun shells. You big clumsy oaf. Oh no. Oh no. So this will be the second one that came when we alerted the first one. I'm just gonna stay real still. Okay. Deeply terrifying, but we know where the storage room is. So let's get in here. Oh, okay. Relative safety. So we know that we're very visible when holding the lantern. We don't know if they will respond to there being light in an area, like if the light is spilling out the door, if they will come to investigate that. Is this just a glowing mushroom? Am I allowed to pick the glowing mushroom? I am not. Oh. I have engaged the fresh fish lever. Okay, no, they did not notice. Okay, so watch out for little glowing mushrooms because they might be secrets. What are we? we got some letters. Ah, that is a lever handle, which is to say that, in fact, we do need to go back and hit the main canal gate. I hate that. I also don't know what the... I still can't interact with the fish. I don't know what the fuck that did. Maybe we'll find a gate that's labeled fresh fish at some point. The gasping and wheezing is good and creepy. Alright, I'm just going to wait right here in the very dark corner, and then we're going to do something unwise. I mean, it worked going the one way. Why wouldn't it work this way? Okay. Some Crowman progress saved. I'm actually pretty curious how long this is. Like, a lot of the demos that are released for the Steam Next Fest are pretty brief, sort of slices of gameplay, just to give you the very rough ideas of the games. But this is if we're actually going to get both the hexagons, even if we don't actually go inside the place, this is still a pretty healthy chunk of game. I believe it's close to release, so that probably helps with with putting out a nice big chunk of demo. Trying to remember to stand and sneak instead of always crouching. Okay. God damn it. It is very easy to startle me, is the thing. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So it seems like it might be very much like Thief in another important way, which is that once something has seen you, returning to the dark was not necessarily a solve for that problem, which is just in the original Thief, it's, you know, the AI is not like real AI. It's pretty hacky and fakey in some ways. I guess real AI. Well, you know what I mean. None of the AI in video games is real AI. But it sure does seem like we got a lot of crowmen in our future here. I will simply not fall down that hole this time. We'll try that ladder that's next to the bridge. No, I cannot hit F to grab the ladder. Okay, but the ladder is pretty sticky. Oh. Oh no, fuck this. You can't have the lantern out in, like, while you're swimming, obviously. Y'all, why didn't I go the other way? Well, I mean, we cannot see shit down there. That is not going to be... I guess when I'm underwater, my vision's not too bad, though. Hold on, can we kind of... Yeah, we can kind of see. Alright. Let's do it this way. No visible oxygen meter, but I'm sure there's drowning mechanics. Maybe once our air starts to get low, it will become obvious that we need to breathe. Can I climb out here? Yes. Don't know where the hell I am, but I've certainly found my way to a place. I mean, seems like we have a moment of quiet here. I'm gonna open some barrels. Still got no idea what that fresh fish liver did. I thought, like, you know, an Easter egg was gonna occur. The tunnel was gonna fill with fish or something. I don't know. Well, what the hell? I put a coin in. More? How many coins I got left? Was that actually spending my coins? It sure was. To no obvious end. So that's why there was a coin here. It was to tell you to put coins in the thing. To no obvious end. But I bet if you put enough coins in, something happens. That would be my guess. Huh. Well, you know, I don't feel like I've been doing a bad job looking around. Maybe I have been. Maybe worse than I know. Like, it's extremely clear, though, that this demo has a bunch of weird secrets in it, and I have to say I do love that. Weird fish levers and... No, get this out. Okay. Waiting for the crowman in that hall to move away before I... The idea here is we just turn off the lantern before dropping down into the very dark. And there are some lights down here, and we just, you know, figure it out from there. So there's one up there that we just saw the silhouette of for a moment. There's one walking around down here. Is he going to turn around? Okay, so he's not doing it like a box patrol. I was wondering if I was going to be able to scramble up that, but I don't think so. I really want to turn on my lantern, but I do not think it is safe to do so. So when this guy turns... Quickly? Okay. Well, it's a hard wall is what it is. Guess we'll just wait for him to turn back around. This is pretty nerve-wracking. I do not love the fact that I cannot see that one. I don't know where he went. Just gonna hang out. Okay. So he walks back and forth right here. In theory, we just grab this thing and run. The problem is that we fell into this room and I don't know how to get out. So that's our struggle right now, is how I live. I wonder how many coins you have to put into that thing for the door to open. I'm really, really extremely curious what was back there. And this could be an exit. Well, it's probably the controls for the exit, at least. Okay, so that drew their attention to the elevator. Nope, it drew his attention to me. Shit. Block, and try to maneuver. Run, man, run! Ah, damn it. Okay, so my hope was that it would draw their attention to the elevator where the ringing is coming from, but it seems like they're smart enough to try to get to the controls. Either that or somehow I was visible for a moment. I don't know. But that's all okay. We can do that again pretty fast. We'll give this one more shot, and if I die again, we'll probably just call it. I think this is enough for you to get an idea of what's going on here. But it might be the case that if I pull the lever as the one crowman is walking away, and then I just move to the elevator door quickly and jump in as soon as it arrives, we might be able to avoid worrying about it entirely, you know? And since we know that 4 coins is not enough to operate the door, I'm just not going to fall down there and give them my coins at all. It's a neat little secret, though. It's well concealed, and I am super curious. Right, I should probably have this on, actually. Okay. Here we go. Pretty not ideal time in the patrol path to fall down here. I'm sort of curious what's over there. I don't know if I'm curious enough to find out, though. Honestly. Okay, there's an additional crowman right there that I did not realize was present. Could be fun stuff in there too, maybe? I really just want to see if I can actually get out this time, though. Alright. So we're going to wait here. Let this guy patrol in and then back out. Okay. Apparently it's pressure sensitive. That's good. That's good news for us. Alright, I'm gonna crouch and sneak because we are on a very loud floor here. I hear footsteps, but they at least sound like person footsteps. Really? Okay. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Nope. Here we go. May as well. I feel like my arms are extremely long. Where even am I? let's wait for this fella to come back, and then we'll, Huh? Oh, he knows the gate's not supposed to be open? So I don't think he saw me. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was, in fact, a response to me being visible slightly. Okay, here we go. This is a pretty low visibility lean. Oh, well, okay. I unmade him with the power of my stealth. Nothing is less discoverable than a body that has ceased to be. Alright, is there anything else fun over here before we leave? Doesn't really seem like it. That's gonna go back to Crow Hell, so we're not interested in that. That's $1. Maybe in order to have enough money for the underwater door, you have to do the docks second. Because if we went the other way, into the jail, I bet we would end up with considerably more coins. Okay, I know where we are now. I didn't even notice this before. No, wait, this is not where I thought. Are we behind the other? Oh, yeah. We're behind the other gate. Never mind. I actually do know where we are, but it's not where I thought we were moments ago. Well, I'm going to go ahead and slot one of these, and we're going to touch the phonograph. And then we'll give the prison area one go. And pass or fail, we'll end the episode there. So I have some shotgun rounds from the storage area. I have like a pistol bullet, I think. Yeah. Okay. Jostled the barrel a little bit. I don't think this guy moves. Just pull this out here to the storage area. Yeah, those footsteps are coming from there. While these levers are very interesting, I suppose we should check them out. But also, can I... Hold on. Can we kill this dude? Is it possible to get around here and... Is this a... Huh. I see somebody got into it with Daffy Duck. Never a wise move. The gun is stuck. I can't get it out the door. Just try to set it down very quietly. Okay. Okay, we've got this one. Just wait right here with the sword at the ready. A little more visible than I thought I was, but... Okay. Yeah, I think this is the only patroller in the area. You also get stored. Great news. A body never just ceases to exist when it would be really handy, does it? Okay. We'll worry about that later. I did have a moment of like, oh, maybe I should have checked what was in these cells before opening them in case of, you know, great danger. Constables can't keep doing this. This is the third broken rifle this week. It's bad enough that we have to guard our own district. They claim they lack the manpower, but we've seen how the upper city estates are protected. No expense was spared for their equipment and fancy automated security devices. Now the only firepower we have access to are these shoddy leftover munitions. I don't think that's footsteps. These shoddy leftover munitions they gave us. These rifles break and jam if you just look at them too hard, and many of us have resorted to using our wood-cutting axes just to fill in the gaps. How are we supposed to stop the beast now? Do they want our district to become like the Sootworks? Oh, you know, it does strike me. Daffy Duck is very similar to a Crowman, you know, in theory. So, I bet that's what happened. They tried to use that gun to kill one of the Crowmen, and he was like, Wabbit season, and then he put his fingers in the barrel, and... It happens to the best of us, I assume. I guess I am making an assumption here that Elmer Fudd is the best of us, which is maybe not borne out by evidence. Okay, nothing of value there. How about evidence lockup? That was much easier. Ooh, oh, that's a lot of bullets. Hell yes. How many bullets was that exactly? Okay, excellent. I dig this folding pump shotgun. This is a fucking cool idea. And since I followed the developer on Twitter, I do know that it is based on a real actual weapon that existed. Kind of surprised I've never seen something like this in a video game before. Okay, so a couple of different ways to handle this area, and it feels like we could just leave, yeah? But also, there are more doors. So this is where they go to poop. This, wow. This was really a lot easier than the other way. That's injectables. Can I mouse wheel? No, the mouse wheel just cycles through weapons. Who doesn't love the emblem of the rat? This place is making a lot of creepy noises, and I do want to be elsewhere. However, video game instincts will not allow me to just leave. Oh. Well. Okay, I guess that does make my life a lot easier. I guess let's see what happens. Is this? This is backwards. While we're climbing through here, you know, may as well. Well, I feel like we have to at least look. Out of curiosity. Yes, you do make more noise if you're walking on the non-carpeted part of the tile. Good work. Good design.
Inside at last, are ya?
Yeah, it took me a while.
Welcome.
I'm bad at video games. Oh, I don't even get to loot the dresser? Come on now. Yeah, so that's Gloomwood. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited for it. Can I please load our game? So at this point, I think we've collected every coin that we reasonably could, right? Let's go back and see if we can get that door to open. Just, you know, one last thing. It's possible that there are more coins like in barrels and stuff that we didn't destroy. What do we have on us right now in terms of count? 6 coins plus the one that's actually at the door, which we obviously have no way of having picked up yet. Will 7 coins be sufficient? I don't know. It seems like an odd number. I guess it's, you know, 7's culturally significant. It's a lucky value, so this is the wrong. What am I doing? We can't get back through the elevator. This is the wrong way. We need to go here. And it should be pretty simple to get to. We only actually have to navigate one crowman, and in theory, no other men at all. What are you? I don't know. Oh, fresh fish. We have discovered the fishery. Okay, then I'm really glad we came back. This is where the mushrooms have led us. And I trust them. Oh my god. I trust the mushroom almost as much as I trust. Oh, this is a pile of fish that we're walking on. The Foley work really sells it. Oh, this is pretty. Pretty enough to screenshot. As I was saying, I trust a mushroom about as much as I trust a rat, which is to say a lot. If you're if you're not familiar with me, it may have sounded like I was saying the opposite of that for a moment there. Yeah, that was a lot of fucking shotgun shells. Okay. May as well be fully loaded. Local entrepreneur Mr. Croup is celebrating the 10th anniversary of his groundbreaking fishing business. The businessman revolutionized the local industry with the opening of his now widely known coastal factory. The structure, a marvel of modern technology, features a mechanized assembly line that is capable of processing over 6,000 fish per hour. We live in exciting times. The machinery that we are developing now could potentially change the entire world. Imagine a 20th century without hunger or poverty. Yes, just imagine. Mr. Crew excitedly shouted before a crowd of visitors as workers placed barrels of goods into carriages to be carted off to the city market. Where did you get the idea for such an incredible contraption? Asked a young man from the crowd. Mr. Croup's mouth widened into his signature jolly smile. Aha, good boy. A smart businessman never reveals his trade secrets. Is it ominous? Maybe I am meant to find that ominous. Maybe it is a tease for plot in the game proper. Maybe it is just a reference to a thing, and I don't get it. It's possible that the only thing that there was to get out of this was just all of the shotgun ammo you could ever need. And that's certainly not a bad... It's not a bad pull. You know what we don't know is whether the crowmen are shotgun proof. 'Tis a thing we may endeavor to discover. Gosh, I hope we have enough money. 8 coins makes a lot of sense to me. Oh. Hello now. How would you be... how would you be safely reached? Is it that I have to get on here? I bet I have to be... Okay, you can crouch in midair onto that platform. At least I think I had to crouch. I don't know. But if I'm on here... You know, the character's arms are a lot longer than they look. A lot longer than you would expect. We never see the arms. But you know what I mean. Cursor does actually have to be aimed at the thing. Damn it. I guess I should try grabbing it without jumping off just to see. Nope. Oh, okay. While crouching, I was able to reach it. So it must have been just at the edge of our reach. Okay. This never turned out to be anything, which is very suspicious. But now we're going to be putting 8 coins into that door. And we just have to really hope that that's sufficient. So, I mean, I wait right here for the Crow Man to return, right? I hope whatever's in there is cool. What if it's like 10? What if it's like, what if there's like two whole coins we've missed somewhere? Hi. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go actually, this is maybe not necessary, but I'm going to go save before we do this so that we can also just attempt to shoot a Crowman in the face and see if we can generate enough damage with the shotgun to get the job done. This is valuable science. Now, obviously, we're going to have to kill them both, which is not ideal. Oh. That just fucking worked. Okay. Shit, I did not for a second think it was going to be that easy. The shotgun is a two-handed weapon. You cannot wield it with the lantern. Let's get a look at you. Yeah, that's a good creepy enemy design. I'm a big fan. All right. Let's go see about this door, and then we'll call it. I know I keep saying, and then we'll call it, but the rest of the thing sort of unfolded before us pretty quickly there. All right, $8. Let's do it. $8 is insufficient. I bet it's every single coin in the demo. And we must have missed some. That makes a lot of intuitive sense to me. I was hoping with the one we found behind the grate and everything that would have been enough. But okay, so apparently there is yet a secret that eludes us here in the Gloomwood demo. I find this a very compelling pitch though for the game. This would have sold me on it if I wasn't already definitely going to buy it. So anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. And thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time tomorrow, we'll have some more new weird demo stuff to show you. And we'll see you then.